Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Kristin, also DJ Voices. This is RP Boo, DJ Marcelle, as you probably well know. Yeah, very excited to be here today and to put these two in conversation. When Dripping asked me to do this, my initial excitement was because of how different their backgrounds and approaches to DJing are. But the more I dug into their respective histories and practices, the more I realized actually how genius it was to situate their work in a shared context. At first glance, you might not see much in common between DJ Marcelle, who's based in Amsterdam, and RP Boo, who lives in Chicago. These are two artists living on different continents, emerging from vastly different scenes, each with their own very unique take on DJing and production. One is known for being a founder and innovator of an entire genre, someone whose name is practically synonymous with the style, which is itself very much rooted in a specific city. Of course, that's RP Boo and Chicago Footwork.
Woo!
The other is an outspoken, highly quotable advocate for abandoning genre as a guide in DJ sets, who plays music from all over the world across vastly different styles. And that's, of course, DJ Marcelle and her well-known genre agnosticism, embodied in her own description of her sound as avant-garde ethno-bass. If we stop there, we might think the two don't have much in common. However, over the last few months, thanks to Dripping, I've immersed myself in both of their worlds, and I've come to believe that Marcelle and RP Boo are in fact kindred spirits.
Yeah.
I'll sum up why I think that is, and then we can dig deeper into each of these points as the conversation goes on. Both RP Boo and DJ Marcelle operate in a context of boundary pushing and rule breaking, innovating the arts of DJing and production through experimentation rather than formal training or proven methods. Both artists are uniquely independent, building their own worlds with little regard for outside norms and untethered by affiliations. Neither is afraid to challenge a dance floor, and both bring a live, improvisational feel to their music. They're both prolific producers with an almost urgent sense of necessity to create. And yet for both of them, the imperative seems to be self-expression instead of conventional standards of success. In a culture that glorifies escape, their music is instead a reflection of their daily realities and their deepest emotions. And in an industry that often feels like a young person's game, they've both been met with success a bit later in life. Maybe that's why RP Boo and DJ Marcelle seem to be above the industry fray, thriving beyond the confines of shallow content creation, and instead presenting totally authentic versions of themselves as artists and people. Although you both have interesting relationships to social media and the internet in general, which we can dig into later. For all these reasons and more, I'd like for our time spent today to be a conversation between the two of you about your creative tactics and philosophies and where they might converge and diverge. I'll of course be guiding the conversation for about the next hour, and hopefully we can open it up to the audience for questions at the end as well. All right, so shall we begin?
Well, you said it all.
Yeah. How are you both doing? You both kind of had long nights. Did anybody sleep?
For me, I only got like 3 hours of sleep, but it was worth it.
It was worth it. And you, Marcelle, how are you feeling?
I played it nowadays yesterday, and yeah, I came in the car with you.
That's right.
And I had 3 hours sleep.
Yes. I'm about the same.
Here,
yeah.
Yes, yeah.